Hello, this is my first video ever to speak about things and philosophy and stuff that I want to speak about. Uh, so I decided to make this video after having a dream that nationalism is affecting me. Never mind, the dream is long story and I don't want to enter. So let's begin to talk about nationalism. From that, okay, from the other one, I flip it to the tree of life. Uh, so the tree of life has two paths. I think I reasoned that one path is for the mind and one path is for the animal, for the self. Okay, so it all starts with metaphysical source, which is the soul, and it's part of God, or I don't know. So it starts with good. I think that's why they call him God. God, it's good. It's missing O. So it starts with virtue, with a loving mother, with a loving father, with a family, for the baby, every baby, even animals like that. So uh, I figured that they made religions. I think I do. I'm just talking. That's my first talk. So they made religions in order to control, and then they repeated the same ways to make nation and nationalism, whatever nationalistic you might be, wherever your country is, it's Palestinian or Israelis or Americans or whatever. They all the same. We are all animals. Okay, so we start with virtue, with the basic home, and then they slide the animalistic self to grace of the system, and that John Lennon spoke about this a lot, that the power in the hand of the people. Yeah, but the people give the grace to the system, and that's what is given the system power. And then they slide it. Okay, this is the self. Okay, because the self and the mind, they go together. So we spoke about the self. So we start from the virtue up there, and we slide by giving the power, by giving the grace to the system. That's the animal. And the mind, okay, the parallel of the mind start with integration, integration of needs, so it become submissive to food and luxuries, and Hinduism. I'm not sure. My English is not that good. Okay, never mind. Okay. So from one hand, the mind integrated into life and have weaknesses to luxuries and to pleasures and stuff like that. Okay, so the mind slides from 3 to 5, and 5 is 5 so at the beginning, you integrate into lifestyle, and then you become a model for others, and that will make an ideal. You become an ideal to others. So becoming an ideal for others, this is make you conscious behavior for others. So we are still here in this side of the mind. Okay, we start from virtue. While you're integrating in life and you become submissive to some needs, you are scared about many things. So in order to submit, you have fear. This is in micro and macro level. It could be for the food or luxuries or whatever. In micro and macro is it like for the system and the region you live in and that stuff. So you integrate with all of your fears and you become submissive to the situation, and you become an ideal to the next generation. So you become the past of others. For the next generation, you will be past of conscious, which they will inherit it. Okay. From the other side is the animal self. From grace and given the power that John Lennon talked, the people have the power, okay? But they give the grace to the system because the system apparently, we're good, we give you socialism, like Hitler. Hitler gave socialism, okay? Yeah, great guy, huh? Right? So Hitler used virtue through socialism. Socialism is sort of virtue that the system used to take the grace from the people and gain power. Okay, that's the beginning of the animalistic self, and then you'll have the tribe. You have just the mass of sheep, and how they handle this by giving life code, and when you act like in this life code that they give you will be accepted. Acceptance is very important key, and loved and accepted is very important for the animal. Okay, so from one hand the ideals, the submitted ideals, and from the other hand the acceptance of the tribe. these two together, when they integrate together, we make a pop culture. Okay, we make a pop culture. Pop culture try to tell you it's gonna be perfect. Yeah, perfection. Okay, pop culture here between these four corners, okay, in the middle, and wanted to make you down to control. Okay, so here stand the perfection. Come, populism, come, it's perfect here. Okay. Perfection has two hidden laws. One is confirmation through wisdom, and the other cult or group thinking strategy. Group thinking strategy is mostly okay, my tribe thinking strategy. Okay, it start with my tribe thinking of strategy. Okay, that means there is a subjective point of view in the mind. So from one hand you have confirmation, wisdom, and from one hand you have subjective point of view, which they take the pop culture down through. Okay, come, it's perfect, and until you be controlled. Okay, that's how they make religions and nationality. I think in Christianity, the Protestant, it was similar kind of revolution. Okay, so how? Okay, we want to speak now about the control. Okay, in Islam, it's beautiful example. Wait, I will need to translate it to English.